So I want to make a series on this channel for introverts. Sort of like a series of videos curated to a particular topic that introverts find difficult. So in today's video, I wanted to create an introvert's guide to small talk. If you're an introvert watching this video, I'm sure you can relate. When I say I hate small talk, it makes my skin crawl just thinking about it. I'm okay at small talk now, but talk to me 5 years ago, I could not carry a conversation where we're talking about meaningless nothing. If you had put me alone in a room with a stranger, or even an acquaintance for that matter, I would not even be able to hold that conversation with that person. I would get so in my head about literally anything. I would be thinking about if that person can tell that I'm nervous, if that person can see that my palms are sweating or that my cheeks are getting red, or if I sound intelligent, if the next thought that comes out of my mouth is going to hold up the conversation, if after this conversation that person is going to go talk to somebody else about how embarrassing I looked. It could be about anything. Another reason I dislike small talk is that for me, small talk is almost just showing that person that I have social anxiety, right? I'm just meeting this person for the first time. I have no idea what to talk about. They can tell that I'm nervous. They can tell that I dislike this conversation. And for me, it just seems like, you might as well just put a sign over my head saying she's awkward. So when I have conversations with people, I like to be myself. I like to be comfortable. And in order to do that, or at least this is how it used to be, in order to do that, I had to have multiple conversation with you, and I have to be talking about things that I like. So small talk, I could live without it. Before I get into this video, before I start this video, I just wanted to quickly introduce myself. My name is Bridget, and I am a mindset and confidence coach for introverted women. I also have a free Facebook group that I'm going to be linking down below. It's an awesome community filled with women who are probably on the same journey as you are. If you're introverted, socially awkward, and you want to be more confident, come join our group. Come check us out and see what we're all about. Also, don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful or useful in any way. Comment below what you'd like to see more from me, and subscribe if you are not already subscribed. So let's get into the video. I think one of the reasons, which I've kind of already discussed, that small talk is hard for introverts is because if you're an introvert, you are a thinker. You think a lot. I am always in my head. I'm always thinking about millions and millions of things at a time. It's just one thought pops up and it passes, and another one, and it's just a constant spiral of thoughts running through my head, even when I'm having conversation with somebody. And it used to be the case where it would be hard to hold a conversation with people because I was so in my head. Now I've kind of gotten to the point where I can be present enough with a person, kind of hush those thoughts, hush that inner critic, and actually hold a conversation with a person. So back then when I couldn't, small talk was extremely difficult. And for introverts, I think small talk is difficult because we are thinkers. We do think a lot, and small talk in general is pointless. When I think of small talk, I think of just meaningless and pointless things. I don't want to talk about the weather with you. I don't want to talk about the news or anything related to pointless things to me, right? So one of the things that has really helped me is talking about things that actually interest me. They can be things that I actually like talking about. When I enjoy talking about something, I'm not going to think that it's pointless. I'm not going to be thinking about other things. I'm not going to wish that this conversation was over as soon as it started, right? So being able to talk about things that actually interest you makes small talk a whole lot easier. And it doesn't have to be meaningless. It doesn't have to be pointless. You can put your own definition to what small talk means to you. So regardless of who you're talking to or how many times you've talked to this person, you can still talk about whatever you want. Another thing that has really helped with small talk is, like with any other thing that we're trying to get better at, is, we have to practice it. We have to take the time, invest time and work and energy in allowing ourselves to become better at it. Right? So sometimes I will engage in small talk with people I have met multiple times. I will practice small talk when I'm talking to myself. I will practice small talk when I'm going to the grocery store, going to the dentist, getting my hair done. Just any time where I'm meeting new people, meeting strangers, the more I can push myself to talk more and more, the easier it is the next time I go to do it. So it doesn't seem like such a drag. I also have found that time seems to go almost a little bit faster now than it used to. When I used to talk to people, regardless of what number of times I've talked to them, I always felt like time was moving so slowly because I really dreaded it. I hated it. But now I can hold conversations with people, regardless of how many times I've met them. I don't know how many times I'm going to say that, but I can hold conversations that go really fast. And it's because I am enjoying it. I am getting better at it. I am finding that I have more confidence when I do it because I practice. Another little trick that I found is, if you are uncomfortable at first, it helps to kind of long tail some of your responses, make it sound like you're enjoying the conversation more, or you're more interested in this topic, or something to just kind of embellish your responses. So hand gestures, that's always something that I try to fill in the gaps with, or long pauses between sentences, or over exaggerating some of my thoughts, or my words rather. So just something to fill in that time, almost make it seem like you know what you're talking about. Like what I talked about in the last video, fake it till you make it. The more you pretend to be that version of yourself who can do that thing, the easier it will be to actually embody that person who does that thing. I hope that made sense. So faking it till you make it, pretending to be good at something, you're gonna get there eventually. That will be something that I will always do no matter what. Fake it till you make it, because eventually you will end up being in that position if you just keep trying and trying and trying until you do eventually get there. Another thing, when I feel like I'm running out of things to say or I'm not really sure where the conversation is gonna go, I try to fill up that space with open-ended questions or any kind of questions in general, to take either the attention off myself or just fill in the silence, because that's what small talk is. It's essentially just filling in the silence. You're not necessarily trying to really get to know this person, but you want the time to pass and you don't want there to be awkward silence, and you want to kind of brighten up your day or enjoy your day, or make somebody else's day. I fill in the gaps with questions, and there are a lot of questions, like my go-to questions. If you have a set of questions that you usually use, that sometimes helps, because then it takes the time off of actually thinking in the moment. If you have your set questions, your go-to responses, your whatever you do, it makes it easier the next time you actually go to do it. It's always going to be hard in the beginning, no matter what it is you're trying to improve, and small talk is just like any other skill. So if you practice, you have your tips, you know what to do, eventually when you go to do it, you're going to get a little better, and then you're going to get a little better, and there will be a point where you don't dread small talk as much as you used to, because right now I don't mind it. I really don't. And I know I said at the beginning of this video that I hate it, but I think I changed my mind. I don't really hate it. It's just in the moment, in the beginning, it does feel like, So try these out, see if they work for you. Maybe small talk won't be something that you dread. Before I end today's video, I just wanted to quickly mention that spots for my free consult are open. So make sure you go check out the link below. You'll get a chance to chat with me, find out what you're struggling with, how I can help, and see if we're a good fit. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, found it useful as always, and I'll see you next time. Bye.